There we go. Sorry about that, guys. We had a little bit of a problem with XSplit. It is a 4-for-3 in favour of Atoc of the Swedish side here, and they are playing against Twista, the Finnish side.
So, pretty close so far. Both teams really just pulling round by round. Neither team really breaking away as of yet. And you can see Atoc are favouring this A site on the T side. They're happily cracking this one down. There is a CT player down on long. Where's KHRN? I'm going to call him Khan for now. He's now suddenly become rather aware that there's a plant down and ticking towards this A bomb site. So surely he's going to have to make a move. You can see the T sider desperately tagged up, and it doesn't matter to Woke. But oh, great shot going from Lund there. Just slamming Khan straight against that wall. So now the T side are actually breaking away just a touch. 5-3 is the scoreline, Banks, and they're doing pretty good so far.
Yeah, no, I was looking at the side there and thinking, oh, they don't have much health. The CTs are on a good chance here, but that didn't seem to make any difference at all compared to their aim just then.
Yep, can't agree more. That was exactly what I was thinking. I was like, there's no way, I hope in hell they're going to hold on with those slither of health they had left. But somehow they did. So, a bit of an A-long push here. You can see the CTs are almost expecting this. They do have 2 to 3 players on long already. Now Twista opens up with one and the second there. Ay caramba, they're absolutely decimating the T's right now. And this is a new lease of life from the CT side. And the T side just looked a little bit uncohesive there with the pushes. The flashes didn't seem to be in place and they just kind of all went for long. Was that a bit of a mistake on their behalf there, do you reckon, Banks? Or do you think they just kind of rushed in and hoped for the best?
I don't know, I think they kind of got, like, if you looked how the CTs played it, there was a majority towards A with only one towards into the B site, and they held mid quite well, so I guess they were considering that the T's were going to focus on the A site, and they're just countering them with that.
Yeah, smart gameplay from the CTs, trying their very best to even things back up round-wise. It's 4-5 at the moment. The CT side are really bringing themselves back here now. But now the T's have to find their own reply. They have to find an adaptation, a little bit of a way around. You can see some of the players are left on a little bit of a lighter buy, but nevertheless, Beyond does have the AWP to hand, so he's the man with the big weapon that can do some big damage. So where is that T side heading, Banks?
They are kind of very split up at the moment. You've got the bomb here on Lun in the middle area with 3 members of his team up on short. They're actually pushing up. They've got some guns and it's a mixed buy really, so it's going to be interesting to see what they can do with this. But again, they're focusing on that A site, seemingly up short. And poor Corby just gets decimated by an aid.
Yeah, playing catch there with Twista. Clearly not going out in his favour, so now 3v4 in favour to the CT side. And they're going to try and push onto this A site. Lund dropping out the flash. He's going to catch the guy just on the ramp, a little bit off guard, but you can see, nice little position there from Lund actually. He gets a little bit of elevation over there. Spin drone does get the frag onto Twista. Can he make it too? Yes, he can. Great play onto Shatter. So now, I was about to say advantage to the T side. Just quickly evened up, but Khan's left on 1 HP. Don't have a chance in hell here. It's all on 2 players. Oh, the one pop there. That was incredible by Woke.
Yeah, luckily, he knew exactly where both of them were just then. And even though he looked like he was in a dodgy position from 2 different angles, he handled himself very well just then. Now it's 6 for 4. No one's really pulling away. It's actually quite an early strong half, because normally on Dust 2 we see the terrorists kind of pull away before the CTs can get into it. But it does seem a very fast B rush here. Atoc are moving straight in. They are blind, falling back. The bomber's falling back as well. And yeah, they need to throw a bit more of their own flashes and smokes in there just then, because they were completely caught off guard by the CTs.
Yeah, and the CT side are now making their way up towards this B site where that bomb is carrying in the corner. Whose hands is it in? It's in Beyond's AK as well. So big pressure on this man's shoulders. He might have just caught a glimpse of something by this double door speed. Knows they're here, and here we go. Gets it first there. That's exactly what they need. They need to whittle down these players who are just beyond that wall. So Twista dropping out the nade, looking back for more, hoping that they'll connect. Not sure if it did, but the CT side do have the advantage here. And Bags, do you think they need to just go for that plant, or do they need to get another pick before they consider that?
It would be good if they could get another pick. They've got to be careful about one of the CTs coming behind them. You've got 2 at the double doors. I'm guessing the third will go try to get behind them. The bomb is going to go down. We can hear it being planted, but the T's are in an okay position. It's easy for them to hold.
Yeah, they're doing just that. No, it's all on one man. One man for the T's, and he does just the perfect thing. Just clutching that and bringing another round on the board for the Atoc side, and they're just breaking away now. The CTs just don't seem to have an answer for their really aggressive pushes. When they decide to go A, they go A, you know what I mean? They're not stopping for anyone. But then even on the B push there, seemed very strong.
Yeah, they did not do too well on the early entry into the B bomb site with the flashes and the smokes. They kind of got counter flashed by the CT side. but they held themselves well. They didn't push out too much. They didn't go for too early for the bomb plant. And oh, Atoc gets pushed here by the CTs very quickly, mid of the way through my sentence. Twista's got himself a gun, and that was a successful push on Aegis then for the CTs. Let's see what Khan can do here with his Eagle in mid.
Just laying down the fire. Ooh, just caught a glimpse of one at B there, didn't he?
Yeah, just
Burner
the double
has
doors.
to run back, yeah. If only he had a bit of a bigger weapon between his fingers, eh? But sadly, he doesn't. He's limited to what he has. Now, the T side have decided that B is the best place to be. And well, it's looking like a good choice so far, because now Twista and who is it? It's Khan have a bit of a decision on their hands. Are they going to go for this, or do you think they're going to save?
I think the best idea right now would be to save. If we look at their money, I'm just bringing up the tab screen now. They are down on rounds. There's probably not much of a chance they could win. This is better to get the weapons, save a bit of money, and go forward into the next round are stronger than what they were this round. And someone in chat's just asked, how long are we planning to, guys? How long are we going to cast for, basically? And we will be casting this entire event tonight until the end with Fragbite. We've done this for them on. This is the second Fragbite event right now, so we'll have lots of fun games to watch, guys. And we are doing like the top half of the bracket, really, choosing some of the best games we can find from that. And there's some really decent teams in that. We're going to get to hopefully cast some high rollers later who we've had some experience with.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait for that one. I'm going to have to go just grab my plate of food and take that downstairs, but do jump into this round, Banks, because, well, we don't want to limit any of this.
No problem, Laura, no problem. So it's a bit of a split here. We've got 3 towards the B area for the T side and 1 in middle right now. No, 2 in middle, that is. Going to see what they do. Oh, NSU quickly carries one, hits a load through the door. It's an early first aggression on middle, and the T is not quite sure what they're going to do right now. They're all just hovering middle. Seems like it would be a better idea for them to go to the B side in this situation. Now I'm not sure if you guys are seeing a bit of lag from your screen, but I'll try to sort that out on my side. I'm not dropping any frames, so I'm wondering if there's any FPS drops. But I don't usually have this problem, so I will try to sort that as soon as possible. Let me know what you guys think, because we are very open to criticism. Oh, they were spike one drops, does a bit of damage, but it's going to allow the C to nicely get into that site. And the B bomb site, especially on go, I find is a bit easier to hold than what it used to be. So the CT is going to be in a very hard position right now. And we're seeing a much better use of flashes and smoke from Atoc. It's all very quiet, they're just getting ready for it. All the CTs are going to go together. This is a very controlled push by the looks of it. Oh, bullets flying from all sides. Wow. And there we go. The terrorists, Atoc take another round, 9 for 4. They're starting to pull away with it very slowly right now. Was close. We were at what, 5 for 4? Now 9 for 4. CT's really need to get themselves back into it. Now the money situation for the CTs, they're not too bad, but let's see if they've bought up for this round.
How are we doing?
We're doing very well. It's 9 for 4 for Atoc now. They did a very convincing rush into B then after they kind of focused on middle and got a few picks.
Let's see what they're up to this. Oh, they're taking B a little bit slower this time, being a little bit more cautious.
Oh! Spike one. I was thinking he was going to get some 1-bullet deagles or something just then. Sadly, couldn't capitalise on that. And the terrorists are everywhere. They can go anywhere they want right now.
Yeah, indeed. So now with a little bit of control and a player advantage, they look to be going towards the site where the actual 2 CT players are. And oh, look how tagged up Shatter is put to bed finally by the AK Fire of Echo, who's been doing some absolute wonders this round, as well as Lund joining in on the one onto Twista and taking that scoreline to 4-10. So these guys are looking very good now.
Yeah, we could see an 11-4, but the CTs are going to buy up. They've got a big bank of money to save up and try to get this last round. They desperately will be wanting to finish this half 10-5 and claim one more round before moving over. I was watching Shatterby, I believe it was then. I thought he was going to be able to do something special, 100 health, had a gun in hand that he'd picked up. Sadly, that grenade took him down to 17 HP that last round. Felt very sorry for him just then.
Ooh, the AWP was rattling off into those B tunnels, but quickly Spike has been taken down by Corby after only getting 1 pick there, so he's going to be a little bit disappointed with that.
The bomb's in already.
Yeah, and the bomb is truly running its course now towards this B site, so that's going to be going down nice and quickly, I can imagine, but the split is working absolute wonders. Eku there, picking up the frag onto Khan towards A, but now spinning back towards B. Do you think the CTs can retake this from B tunnels here, Banks?
It's going to be very hard, but the terrorists are in the worst position, I'd say, right now, because I'd much rather prefer to be in the bomb site.
Indeed, and Twista is making his way towards the bomb now, trying to get this diffusing nice and sneakily and quick. He might just pull it off. 2 seconds, 1 second. Oh!
Oh!
Just denied.
Very
Loon.
close.
Oh my god, that was down to the wire, folks.
Yeah, poor. Oh, he was very close to having that then. The bomb, I was pretty sure he was going to get it. Luckily, Lund came in very quick, was on top of that. If he'd taken any longer to decide, I'm sure they would have lost that round.
Yeah, that literally was down to a second's choice. So now, as you will see the switch around happen, and now Atoc will be on that defensive CT side. And can you just explain how pivotal that pistol round can be? Obviously, we saw the ooh, someone just lag out there.
Ooh,
Hopefully they'll come back.
Pause right from the beginning. I'm not sure if they're going to say not live. Yeah, it's off. I will go through that pistol round like you said. So for the CTs, also the ex-CTs, I will say Twista. It's right. Yeah, Twista, who are now on the T side. It's 11 for 4. They're down. If the CTs win the pistol round, they're going to be in a huge amount of trouble because the CTs will only need the CT side of Atoc will only need 5 rounds to take this whole game. And if they get a pistol, you're pretty much guaranteed, unless you get ecoed or something, which it's possible.
It's unlikely,
but
but possible, yeah.
It's possible, but it doesn't happen that often. And with Atoc, how they seem to be playing, which is very strong, if they win this pistol round, oh, their Twista's in for some trouble, because you practically guaranteed a couple of extra rounds. So, yeah, we'll have a look. We'll see how it goes for them. But Twista really needs to step up their pistol round and do something to game-changing, really. Catch these CTs off guard, and now we see Twista's going fast long. They all seem to be going fast long, and there are no CTs directly on long. He just took a headshot from his teammate. I'm not sure what the hell that was, but I think they definitely know where they are. Yeah, they definitely know where they are now. And everything kind of slowed down. It was looking like a very strong push, and Twista's going to be first into bomb site. He's hitting him. Gets 1 kill onto Woke, but the CTs are all there now.
Yeah, the CT's on the push through, trying to get themselves towards this site in the best way possible, utilising that smoke, but having to retract now and try and find a different approach, because now the T side have truly got their teeth into this A site and defending it with the absolute utmost ability they have. So, Khan looking towards short, does spot a player, does get a couple of shots off, but doesn't make them connect. Now the CT side even have to make a push through. They've got to do something. Oh, there we go. First headshot falling in favour of the T's, followed up by Khan, and well, Khan absolutely causing carnage for the T side. And Karamba, well, they're looking good. They've got the first round that they needed to possibly deny that little bit of momentum. They've gone for a very early buy here. A couple of AKs I see. Yep,
no, we normally see some P90s or some MP5s going on right now. Nope, these guys have opted for some, well, we see some P90s, but we've got here Calm with an AK. Now that, I was worried about that pistol round for him. I wasn't sure if they were going to get that. I'm not sure they quite knew what was going on, to be fair. But Twista got headshot by his own team as well. So, yeah, that was a great round from them. That's exactly what they needed. They couldn't afford to lose that pistol round. They played it pretty damn well. A few hiccups, but I'm sure they'll be happy with that.
Indeed. Nusu opening up onto Woke there towards long, and now the CT side have been very aggressive in trying to push up and work the pistol they have got a couple of tags, but no frags happening. We'll find another. Spike One joins in on the fun, taking down Corby. Now only 2 down for the CT side as Bjorn and Lund. I don't see them with much of a hope in hell here. Are they just going to try and do what they can, maybe deny a couple of players some weaponry, or what can you do in this situation, Banks?
Yeah, you're in a very troublesome position right now. Now Lund's making some great work at that Deagle, but I'm following Bjorn here because we know how strong this shotgun can be. Now he's and he runs straight into shatter these headshots. So my comment about the shotgun was invalid. But yeah, the Twista are definitely trying to rack up the rounds a bit here now, and that's going to bring it to 11 for 6 actually. Still in favour of Atoc. They did have that massive lead coming from their first T half, but let's see what Twista can do now.
It's down to them to find the reply. They've got to do something. They've got to switch something around and keep the pace up.
Bjorn heavily tagged up, 14 health already just from that middle spam.
And the T's are very happy doing that for quite some time. They had 3 players last round just pounding those doors. The CT side are desperately tagged up. Lun, Eku and Bjorn are all literally on fractions of health, whereas the T side haven't had a scratch done to them yet. So biding their time, getting this fire down early on is seemingly paying off. Now there's a bit of a stack coming out from the CTs. Where are these guys? They're all by short, literally stacking. There's Woke, I believe Corby's there, and one other. That is Eku. So expecting an A push, but they're seemingly right so far. The T's are fancying a slow A push. Hopefully no one shoots their teammate in the head this time.
Yeah, We did see that on that first round. Hopefully they'll be a bit better with their guns this time round. And Atoc's very good at judging where the terrorists are going to be heading so far. I'm liking that from them. But with all the guns in hand from the T's here, they're going to be pretty strong going into this.
Yeah, and there we go, seeing exactly that. Oh, the close range fire and work being put in, can't get into. His teammates racking up the kills as well. Only one man stands, it was Lun. He found one, but quickly put to bed and put to sleep by the T side, who are really enjoying this momentum. But is this going to be the first round that the CTs can actually buy up, and then we might see a little bit more resistance?
Yeah, this is the real important round now to see what Atoc do. It's all guns versus guns right now. The T's are coming off that. We've won a bunch of rounds. We're feeling a bit more positive. But we can see Twista and Khan here making a kind of fast move towards B. They're slowing it down as they enter the tunnels. Yeah, it's going to be... I guess the T's have got to be slightly worried going into this because they have got not many rounds to play with. But, ooh, Twista's going to be able to catch... Yeah, yes, it's Walker there. Ooh, very aggressive play from the CTs as they pushed down short just then. They were looking directly into lower B.
Yeah, indeed. And the T's are actually biding their time here. A couple around mid literally haven't moved. I think that Spike 1 has literally just sat watch along to allow his teammates to roam about just a touch and try and open up here. But the CTs are doing the exact same thing. They're going to play to that time limit. They're not going to waste this weaponry round. Obviously, they've been feeling the deficit of money for quite some time, so now they've got a little bit of a bite to their bark. They're definitely not going to let that one go. So hopefully we're going to be seeing a bit of a move coming out soon. They look like A is the favourable site. But there is a couple of players. There's 3 players still waiting to receive them there, so that could be an interesting choice if they do go through this, which they are.
Yeah, and Lund's in a great spot as well. He is in CT spawn. He can quickly look over that long with just one member of the CT side of Atoc in B. So they're playing this extremely well. But Corby.
Great play from him, but nevertheless, Twista did try and take a stand, did tag him up, but was put to bed and put down. So now here we go, the push coming on towards the side. The tags are flying out, and Eku making the most of it. He has picked up 2 so far. Oh, Spike 1 falling off on 1 HP, somehow made that headshot connect onto Corby. So now does find another, but can't get the third onto Bjorn, as he will just say goodnight to him and finally get around on the board on the second half of the CT side.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what was going to happen there for the CTs. They were positioned very well, and Spike 1 not bothered by losing a bunch of his health, still getting kills, but sadly wasn't able to finish that off for them. What we're seeing from Twista is like an opposite of what Atoc were doing on their T side. Twista's playing it very slow, but it does seem this time it's going to be a fast, long A. They're going to be met by EQU, by the looks of it.
Yeah, and they're going on the peak. Shatter looking around, getting the tag, but not the frag onto Woke, who puts him out of his misery straight into the floor. So now the T-side have to think of something new, because that was clearly not working. That bomb is actually by the B tunnel, so this could be a bit of a bait push here. They could be trying to draw someone out, but it's all even so far. 4v4 situation. And now the B cautious push is happening. See, Spike 1 is in a good position here. He's really drawing out the fire, running him backwards, flashing out, and trying to get towards his A side as quick as possible to find some frags. Spot 1 does get the tag. Not the frag. Quick denial by Corby, but Twista picks up the mantle and drops him down. 3v3 situation.
Now the B-bomb site is empty, and they are going to go plant. The CTs have no idea where they are right now, and this is a very smart play from Twista. They've caught the CTs off completely off guard, and it's 2v2 right now, but CT's got a long way to go. And I guess they didn't expect this at all.
I don't think... I only just saw the bombers by B just flicking through the players. Now Bjorn has to somehow get towards his site, sweeping in through those double doors, looking towards a player, but he doesn't find him. Nestu will find his only standing teammates. 2v1. It's all on Bjorn to bring this back and get them closer to bring this one even in the second half now. But now looking through the double doors, looking through the hole in wall, not finding anything. I think he's going to give this one a miss. Ooh. He's not fancying it yet. He's going to get out of there with his gun and try and look forward to that next round and, well, maybe deny a couple more rounds from that T side. But what's the scoreline overall now, Banks?
We are sat on a 12-8, still in favour of Atoc, the CT side. The Swedes versus the Finnish team of Twista, but Twista played that very well. Complete distraction. They're typical. They started off very fast into long A, but yeah, this is very smart, and it paid off 100% for them. I'm pretty sure now the CTs will be waiting and watching for more of that to happen.
Yeah, they've opened up perfectly there into this round. 2 frags falling in favour of the CT side. Beyond that, opening up brilliantly. So Nasu with the reply onto Lun. 3v4 situation favourable to that CT defensive side, who are looking to further their lead into this game. But the T side still have a little bit of work to do. So Echo on the push around from long, does spot a player. Oh, gets the headshot eventually on Spike 1, and that's going to leave the T's in an awkward situation now with only 2 players to the 4 left alive. Just dodging bullets. Call him Neo, folks. He's going for it, but he's tagged up left, right, and centre. It's all on 2 players now. Do they have a chance in hell here?
There's definitely a chance, I'm sure. They've got some very capable players in there, good at AWP and AK, but they are kind of pinned down, and the CTs have the bomb. Ooh, Corby goes down. And it's 2v2, so this can change very quickly. Woker's in a great position right now. Oh! It's all up to Bjorn. He's come behind him.
Oh,
He's
wow.
very smart. Very smart. Now this is getting so close to the wire. This is very different from the half we first saw from Twista. But Atoc are starting to rack up the rounds, and they only just need 3 more rounds to take it.
Yeah, Atoc are really waking up now. Obviously, we saw the trend of what happens off the back of that pistol round. As you explained, it's so pivotal, can make a huge difference. But that T side have put all their eggs in one basket, and that basket is definitely at B right now. Khan leading the charge.
Eco, yep, a very strong B-eco by looks. There's only one member of the CT forces in there.
Oh,
Bjorn's
but he's doing
a
the
great
work.
job. Eventually taken down, but he held that off very well. And now his teammates are going to come up through all different areas very fast to back him up.
Yeah, and now we can see them literally flooding towards this B side. The CT side taking no prisoners as they drop both of the players down. I think Nusu did find one, but well, that hat trick that Bjorn got there really did just throw the T's off guard. And well, they did get the bomb down, don't get me wrong, but the round will never let's go to that CT side, who are edging ever closer to that victory.
And yeah, Bjorn did really well, then that's what you have to do. Most of the time it's impossible to kill all 5 of them on a rush like that. If you can get 2, perfect. If you can get 1, you're doing an okay, it's 1-for-1 trade-off. But